Hello, I'm Paul.
I'm Adam.
I'm Ben.
Oh God, you two are so ill.
Kill all that energy that you wanted.
We're recording on a Saturday morning. It's not the one for us.
FilmBusters.
This is the second time that we've ever recorded in the morning, and it really shows.
It really does.
It also shows how much we care about Shazam. Or does it?
Yes, exactly what he said. We've recorded in the morning once before, and it was I, Tonya.
It was.
And from memory, we still had a lot to say and a lot of poignant stuff. It's just that we weren't frantic and mental throughout. So actually, we probably talked a lot more sense when we recorded in the morning.
Yeah. Right, so to start off this podcast, as we normally do, should we get on with a quiz?
Yeah, I definitely got to take the pointers today, I think, in the way Adam is. So Adam is both sick with a cold, slightly hungover, and one other thing. He's got a headache.
Yeah, I think the hangover is part of the headache though.
Such a poor boy.
Paul is none of those things because he's a responsible dad.
Yeah, I've already been up ages. I've taken the dog out for a walk, changed the bum.
Paul is a different kind of sick. He's sick in the head.
Right, so let's get on with the quiz. Ben's on 6, Adam was on 2, and I'm on 4. Basically, the quiz, if someone hasn't listened to this podcast before, I ask Adam and Ben 2 questions. If they get them right, they get points. If I get them right, if they get them wrong, I get the points.
That's correct.
That's probably how it works in this world. If we get them right, Paul still gets the points.
Yes.
Yes. That's why he won it last year.
Are you ready, Adam and Ben?
Are you ready now? I'm ready now.
I'm ready now.
Name where this tagline is from. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Batman, the what's it called one? The Michael Keaton, Tim Burton one.
Well done.
That's the tagline of it.
That's a very good one.
Ah, that is. I
I was
mean,
going to say like a horror film, but
don't you know the Michael Keaton Batman, Adam?
yeah, I know, but I just didn't want to put that tagline with that film.
They're the best ones.
Yeah, I never actually knew that was the actual tagline.
I watched
as well.
Batman Forever the other day,
The Batman Forever can suck a dick, dumb shits.
and I think I might be watching Batman and Robin tonight.
I enjoy Batman Forever.
They're fine, but they're nowhere near as good as
Keaton
Batman
one.
and Batman Returns. Nowhere near as good.
Anyway, Ben's on 7. Should we go for the next question?
Means I can't catch Paul now. Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, tough luck. I'm just peeling away from both of you.
Okay, I want you to really think about this question. Okay?
Okay.
Take your time to think about this question. All but 3 minutes of this film was shot inside a bare and confining 16 by 24 foot room. What is the film?
What? Say it again?
All but 3 minutes
Reservoir
of this
Dogs.
film. Wrong.
Fuck.
All but 3 minutes of this film was shot inside a bare and confining 16 by 24 foot room.
All but 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I would immediately... this is not my answer. I immediately want to say Saw, but that's not correct because there's a lot that's filmed outside the room. All right, all but 3 were... Okay, I'm going to say Buried with Ryan Reynolds.
Incorrect. And that's not a room, that's a coffin.
Is it 44-inch chest?
Yeah, is it 44-inch chest?
No. It's 12 Angry Men.
Oh, yes. That's a very good question. That's a very good question.
Yeah.
First film I thought about people being locked in a room was Reservoir Dogs.
But they're not locked in a room. They're in a fucking warehouse.
That cafe scene's more than 3 minutes.
Yes.
I forgot about the cafe scene.
Well, that was lovely. I get that point.
You did.
So sorry, Adam.
So what does that mean? 752?
Yeah, 752.
Look at you guys, the odd numbers. You make it so mean, the odd
I know,
numbers.
it's really throwing everything out now. Now Paul is actually doing well. Sorry, Adam, you're not on it at the moment. You're really out of the game.
Bullshit, I'm telling you guys.
Okay, should we go on to the main event?
Yes,
The
please.
main event.
The main event. Here is our feature topic, plus Adam might do a rubbish plot summary.
Are you fucking serious?
Right, so today we are looking at Shazam. If you have not seen this film, then we are going to be talking spoilers, so you may want to turn off. But if you do want to hear us talk about spoilers, then carry on listening. Adam, would you like to explain the plot of Shazam?
So there's a wizard, and he's about to die, and he needs to pass on his powers, and he's looking for people to pass his powers on to. And Mark Strong comes along, and he's like, "You're not good enough for me. I don't want you." And Mark Strong doesn't take this very well, and he dedicates his whole life to trying to get back into the room to get the guy's powers and release the 7 deadly sins. Whereas meanwhile, this little kid comes along, has blissfully unaware, he gets given the powers. He becomes Shazam, and Shazam and Mark Strong have a fight.
You make a lot of sense in the morning, son.
I know, right? A lot of sense. That was very well done and to the point. You know what it is? Because in the evenings, Adam's got adrenaline in his system. He's been pumped up from the day, so his mind's racing a mile a minute. So he's fumbling over the whole plot summary. Now he's calm, he's considered. May I make a recommendation to you, Adam?
What?
If ever you go for job interviews anywhere, always request morning interviews.
I'm more of a morning person, I think.
You definitely are, mate.
I know. For someone who's so sleepy and fucking groggy, I'm amazed that your job starts at whatever it starts at the morning, half 3.
5:30.
Fuck knows how you operate.
I'm just a champion, aren't I? I'm a champion of the sun. I'm a master of karate.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a very good summary, my son.
Yeah, very good. It was better than last week's. Last week was very bad.
What was last week's one?
What's
Us.
Yeah, but that's a hard plot summary to do because
that was quite appalling.
yes.
You didn't even explain any part of the plot.
No, not in the slightest.
Okay, so we're not doing Us right now, so this is move away from it. You don't have to redeem yourself, Adam. It's fine.
So, Shazam, are we going to do scores first, as usual?
Yeah,
Yes, of
I'm
course.
saying Paul goes first because Paul's a DC diehard nerd.
Yes.
Oh, you'd love me to go first, wouldn't you?
Yes.
So I set this off nicely?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously I love DC, so some would say I'm biased. I just say I love and enjoy these films a lot. I give
And you
Batman
loved
vs-
and enjoyed this.
I love Batman vs Superman, 10 out of 10. I gave Aquaman 10 out of 10. I give Shazam 6 out of 10.
Oh! Wow.
Fuck me.
6
Wow.
out of 10, Adam.
I
Good
give it a 6 out of 10
Lord.
as well.
Oh, my lord, boys, I give it 6 out of 10.
Oh,
Fuck me.
it's the number of the beast.
It is 666 for Shazam. Now, this is interesting.
I had an epiphany in this film, and well, not really in the film. I was sitting in the film. The cinema was completely packed. Every seat was full. It was only like 4 o'clock on a Monday or something like that as well, because I think it's half term. And
Of course.
all these people were laughing throughout the film, and I was like, "This isn't funny." I didn't laugh once.
Yes. And I know exactly what your epiphany is.
And I just thought I've had enough of superhero films, and I don't want to watch any more after Endgame.
That's not the epiphany, mate. The epiphany is you literally were building up to a great epiphany. You said you were sitting in the cinema on half term and everyone was laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, and I hate kids.
This film is not for us.
No.
This is a kids
Exactly.
film.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's like I just thought at the same time it's where Deadpool was a kids film, but you could still enjoy it as an adult. But
Sorry,
oh, fuck
Deadpool's
me.
a kids film.
Deadpool's definitely not a kid's film, mate.
Well, it's aimed
I
at
haven't
that
even
kind
seen
of
it,
way.
and I know it's not.
I thought Adam was going to come up with some really good epiphany then.
I know. He was on the
Basically,
right
I've realised I hate superhero films now, and I've had enough of them.
Mate, you don't hate superhero films because you're going
I
to
do.
love Endgame so much.
Yeah, and then I'll enjoy it, and then I'll just be like, okay, I'm done now. I don't
That's
want any
fine,
more.
yeah, that's fine.
It's a good ending for me in the world of these shit films now.
Very passionate.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got a very angry reaction to Shazam. I mean,
This film was like not funny. Everyone was laughing, and it's just like this isn't
well,
funny.
I would say I thought, generally speaking, like to address both your points, I did laugh a couple of times, but there were just so many jokes. 80% of them fell flat, but there were so many jokes that some of them did work. Some of them were quite good.
I think I was irritated by everyone in the cinema as well, so I didn't find it funny.
Yeah,
because
well,
they
that
were
doesn't
laughing.
help. See, you didn't go to the picture house, did you? You wouldn't get that at the picture house.
They didn't show it at the picture house. That's
I know. I didn't go to the picture house either, but I also went early in the morning, so I actually had a cinema that was like 4 or 5 other people in it, so it was lovely.
Yeah, same. I literally had about 6 people in there and all of them were children. And they were all laughing. And I probably only laughed once in the whole film. And that was when the little boy got his nunchucks out and hit him himself in the face. That was the only point I laughed.
Yeah, I might have laughed at that a little bit because that probably is funny.
But this is the thing. So I'm not saying this is a bad film. because
No,
it's probably
it's
not actually for us. It's definitely a kids' film, and it probably did well as a kids' film. But the fact is, you can have a kids' film like Big would be a kids' film, right? Let's use Big because that's the most film it's going to relate to.
Yeah.
And there's jokes for everyone in that film, and it's for adults and children, and everyone could find
And
it
also
funny
Tom
and
Hanks is
enjoyable.
rather charming.
Yes, of course. But this was just for kids. But at the same time, it's like, why are you swearing in this film so much?
Yeah.
Because this is not for kids.
That's why I thought it was a bit like Deadpool, where it's like it's meant to be kiddie and a bit stupid and a bit silly, but not really at the same time. But yeah,
It's not. It's nothing like Deadpool. I haven't seen it.
What's it rated? 12.
12A Shazam is, yeah.
It is made for kids, but in a way that's not a bad thing. It's not a kids' film. It's like how I don't know what the equivalent film would be for you two, but for me, it's like the equivalent of a Home Alone or Goonies. You know.
I get what you mean. It's like a kids' film from back in our day, where it was like Gremlins, where it's just a little bit more than a kids' film. It's a little bit more risky. But
it felt like it had merged the two things. It was like, well, let's make that sort of film, but for today's kids. But it's like, you can't make that sort of film for today's kids. You need to do your own thing. However, I will say, I didn't find it annoying. I didn't actually think it was a bad film. I gave it a 6 because it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
That's it. Simple.
I gave it a 6 because I was disappointed.
Do you know what the worst thing about the film was? Is the fact that the monsters talked without moving their mouth.
Well, it's through the mind, isn't it? He's talking to Mark Strong through the
I
mind.
fucking don't give a shit. They were fucking wobbling his tongue around it, just so off-putting. You just lose everything, like your focus of the film. You just lose interest. It kind of withdraws you from the film. You don't get sucked into it as much.
You're very angry about this film. You gave it a 6.
Yeah, I know I am.
Mark Strong does not tend to act very well. I mean, he plays bad guys, and they're always shit.
They're very generic, and like he was the same. He was the same as he was in like Sherlock Holmes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Was he in Bruges or was that Ralph Fiennes? I always get them too confused.
That's Rafe Fiennes.
Yeah, Rafe Fiennes. This is the thing. Just like Aquaman, I rewatched that. When I tend to rewatch films a second time and enjoy more because I can relax into them. So I'm going to give it another go, and I might enjoy it more and appreciate it for what it is.
Because you're going to drop the hype?
It's not even about the hype. It's about an expectation of what you're going to see. And I expected something totally different to what I watched.
Did Zoe enjoy it?
No, Zoe thought exact the same as me. I thought it was quite badly acted in points. Like most of the family members were pretty badly acted. Like the girl who was trying to get into college, she was a very bad actress.
Yeah.
And it was, and most of the times the lines were almost like they were just reading them off a script and like, okay, what's the next line? Okay, what's the next line?
Yeah.
It wasn't flowing very well.
It's got such a high rating though on IMDb. It's like a 7.8, 7.9.
Everyone loves it.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I have seen like sort of split. Some people really loving it, and some people are like, it's not very good.
It's just because this film is different from all the Marvel films. It's more light-hearted. That people are rating it higher. You know?
Because people like the silliness, and people like kids, and people like if they're told it's funny. If people are told something's funny, most of the time, mass audiences just assume and just take it as gospel that it's funny. It's like, oh, everyone else thinks it's funny, so I think it's funny, therefore it must be good. It's like things like The Hangover, which is funny. The first Hangover's funny, but it's no funnier than any other comedy that I've enjoyed. I wouldn't go, oh, Hangover's one of the best comedies in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
It's like Game Night was better than that. But it's all about where most of the marketing goes to, where most of the press and the PR goes to. If you drum it up enough and put it in the public's conscious enough, then everyone will just lap it up and believe that.
See, this is the thing now. Is this where DC is now going with their universe? Is their universe going to continue to be like this, or just a one-off film? Because I feel like their films aren't as serious as Marvel. They're kind of taking the piss out of it a bit. They are there to have fun as well, but they're also darker. But at the same time, I feel like Marvel have stepped up the game a bit, and I don't think DC are catching up with them at the moment.
This is a film about a kid who's a superhero, so you'd expect it to be like a kid's film.
Yeah, I know, but
So they kind of did the right thing, but it just wasn't for us. They basically need to make it a bit more adult facing as well.
is Shazam going to continue to be in the Justice League and all that crap, or is he not really in there?
He's not primarily in the Justice League. No, it was a character that was bought like after the Justice League was created, so he kind of came into the DC universe later.
And he was originally called Captain Marvel.
Exactly.
Tell us the story of how and why.
Okay, so Captain Marvel was created, and his name's Shazam, and he's basically Superman. That's where the likeness came from. So DC disputed, saying his likeness is too much like Superman, which ended up like folding the company in because they lost all like money and stuff. And then DC bought the company and all the characters.
Right.
But then Marvel came around and basically said, no one can use any name with Marvel in it because we own the name. So they couldn't call it Captain Marvel anymore.
So essentially Marvel created Shazam and then DC sued them. The company...
No. Marvel didn't. Marvel just came around with the name Marvel and they lost the name. But DC lost the name Captain Marvel because...
They should have called themselves Batman instead. They could have taken Batman off him.
No.
Yes.
If you're going to go, you might as well go big.
Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
I think that, going back to the film, one of the best things about it, which is a rarity for me, was that the main kid in it, the kid, I can't remember his name.
Was it Billy?
Sorry, not the kid who turns into Shazam. The other kids.
Jack Dylan Grazer, Freddie Freeman.
Right. So he was not annoying at all. I actually liked the chemistry.
I thought it was a little bit annoying.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to get annoying, and it didn't happen. And that was, for me, I thought that's to its credit.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it was totally annoying, but I found him a little bit annoying.
It's a bit like you then.
Very good at him.
Shazam is like you.
Is he? Amazing, best.
No, not like you, Adam. Shazam is like Paul.
Oh.
What looks like me.
All I mean is he's got jet black hair.
Yeah.
Very good comparison.
Yes.
So is there loads and loads of Shazams now, or is it just the 6 or 7 of them?
No,
so
of them.
let's talk about that bit then. So I quite enjoyed that bit, but I've read the comics, so it's based on.
I could see it happening as
coming.
soon as they ran into that cave before. For fuck's sake, there's empty chairs. They're all going to become Shazams now.
But it was fun. Did you like seeing what's his name? Adam Brody.
Who's Adam Brody?
Adam Brody.
Adrian
Who
Brody.
Freddie Freeman turned into.
But who is Adam Brody?
Adrian Brody's brother.
I don't even know who that person is.
Is he actually?
Not.
I just said that. But...
No, he's not. He's not.
But who is Adam Brody?
Adam Brody is actually someone who people say used to look like.
Say who used to look like?
It was my lookalike.
I don't know who this person is.
Type his name in. Go on.
I have. I'm looking now, and I'm looking down his IMDb, trying to see anything I've ever seen him in. I mean, I'm seeing the image of him, but I'm trying to think what I've seen him in.
I've just thought of another bit that annoyed me.
We're moving on to another topic.
The bit with the fucking Ferris wheel. The bit with the Ferris wheel. It was such a big thing that it made him turn into Shazam. Like, he couldn't hide his identity anymore. He had to come back and save the day. And then they just fucking threw that little storyline away. The Ferris wheel's still fucking falling over. And they come back to it at the end.
Yeah, but that's it. They got everyone off it.
Bollocks. No, but I mean, that's not until all the other Shazams turned up. I'm talking when he was by himself.
Yeah, because he was confronted by Mark Strong and all the 7 Deadly Sins, so he was distracted.
He only came back to save the Ferris wheel, not to save Mark.
No, he was escaping Mark Strong, and then they saw him change, didn't they? Yeah. Anyway, this is not a point we need to talk about.
No, it's not.
We're just talking about the flaws within the film.
Do you know what? This film felt like it didn't need to be a superhero film. Like, canon, as in it didn't need to be part of any universe. It should have just been a standalone film. Not like, I know that he is a DC character, but it would have worked if Shazam was just an individual film, I think. But because it goes into the DC universe, and my God, that was corny as hell at the end when Superman goes into the school.
Yeah, I didn't like it because
with the head chopped off as well.
If it was actually Henry Cavill, then I probably would have liked it a little bit more. But
yes,
it clearly wasn't him, so it's just stupid.
Yeah. Like, they should have peppered in a little... If they're going to put it in the DC universe, then they should have peppered in a little... I don't know if they can use Ben Affleck anymore.
No, because he's probably not going to be in the universe anymore.
Fucking ridiculous.
I know. But, yeah, I know what
his
you mean.
fingerprints are all over Suicide Squad, and they're going to do another Suicide Squad, and then Ben Affleck's not going to be in it.
Idris Elba, isn't it? Idris Elba's in the new Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but he's not going to be Batman.
I know, and they got rid of Deadshot as well, who was like the best character in it.
The 7 Deadly Sins, I thought they were lazy as hell.
Yep.
They all look the same. And in the comic, they were actually like personified as like people, and I thought that would have been a lot better.
Yeah, they didn't really look like a sin. They just looked like a monster.
Yeah, and there was nothing
Gluttony was
really
a bit
different
fat.
about any of them.
Yeah. The mother storyline, bit pointless.
Yep.
It was fine, yeah, but it didn't go anywhere really, and he kind of just accepted it too easily.
Yeah. Agreed.
I'm sorry, Mum, I've got to go save the world.
Yeah.
It's alright, I'll just go back to my family, which I've suddenly realised they're my
Actually,
family.
right.
Yeah.
There was no realisation, he just suddenly came and said, oh yeah, we're family now.
I didn't like the tact on... I mean, I know what it was going for, but the foster family having this multiracial, diverse collection of children, it felt like, in the script, it didn't feel natural. It felt like a scriptwriter said, do you know what's going to be really cool? Is if we make every one of these kids a different race and show how racially cool this family is.
I know what you mean.
You could have done that, but much better.
What do you think about his Digger Batman? When he said, oh, you're not a superhero unless you can save your family. Little Digger Batman, innit?
He's not a superhero, is he?
Vigilante.
He's just a hero because he hasn't got any superpowers.
Yeah, but he was digging at Batman, innit? He was like, Batman didn't save his family, so he's not a superhero.
So you would say that Batman is not a superhero film? I guess it's not. Maybe that's why I like Batman.
Batman's a detective.
Yeah. Now look here, son. You said that you were there at 7:30 in the evening, but my CCTV reveals you're coming down to the station with me.
That's what I'm actually looking forward to in the Batman film, because it's actually going to be like a noir detective film.
Right.
Which would be quite nice.
Are they going to merge that with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker then? Since
I'm not too
it's in the
sure
past?
because Joaquin Phoenix's Joker doesn't really make sense in the timeline, because he'd be old when Bruce Wayne's old, and Thomas Wayne, who's Bruce Wayne's dad, is actually alive in that film.
Right.
So it doesn't really make sense in the timeline, but I just appreciate that one because it's like a original kind of take on a Joker origin. I don't really care if it doesn't fit in the story, in the timeline. You
know that they'll try and merge it in, though.
Probably.
So Robert Pattinson is going to play him?
Batman?
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything official.
But that's well, no, not official, but that's sort of the main big kind of rumour that I've heard.
I don't take anything serious until it's actually like confirmed by someone, because so many things go around, like Idris Elba's Bond, and everyone believes it, and then it just happens all the time. What else? I think Zachariah Levi was quite believable as a kid. He did quite a good job.
Yeah, he seems like a dumb actor that could play a kid quite well.
Yeah, no, he was good. Yeah, he was good.
I thought I was going to find him irritating as like playing that kid role, but he actually wasn't too bad.
He actually was believable. Like, this is actually a kid.
Yeah. To be honest, the stuff that I enjoyed the most was Shazam with his mate, the boy. If it had focused more on that, the whole Mark Strong stuff. Every time Mark Strong's storyline came up, it was boring as hell.
Yeah. So generic.
Yeah, really, totally.
Yeah.
He should have smashed the shit out of that. That would have been more interesting.
But even still, the Shazam stuff with Freddy, I still thought it was very like, it was almost a sketch, like just doing loads of different things that they could.
But that's how you probably would do if you were a kid and you found out you were a superhero.
I know, but it was just like, okay, here's the moment where they're trying this, here's the moment where they're trying that, here's the moment where they're trying this. That's what it felt
I get
like
what you mean.
It felt like Son of Rambo. Remember that film? And they do it.
That's an obscure reference.
I always think about it when they do like a video montage in a film like that, and they're just testing shit out, and he's like, "Look, I can do this." Boom.
I can't remember if I've watched that film or not. I think I have, and I think I remember liking it. But
I think that I haven't seen it, but I feel like I've seen or know fair bits about it. But yeah, that's exactly it. They were doing loads of sketches, and that's why some of it worked. Some of it was funny, and some of it just fell totally flat. Like when they go into the liquor store, and the guys are shooting him.
Yeah.
It didn't really work for me.
Oh, like shoot me in the face, shoot me in the face.
Yeah.
Right.
But I could see how it would work for some people, but it really didn't work for me. And I think that kids will like it. Apparently, it was going for big meet Stranger Things, but Stranger Things is what this film wishes it could have done, I think, because
nowhere near Stranger Things.
Although actually, Stranger Things, we like it because it's more
Adult based, isn't it?
Adult based, but looking back, that sort of childhood storyline for adults. I don't think kids, like teenagers, watch Stranger Things and connect with it in the same way that 20-somethings and 30-somethings do.
But this is the thing. Maybe we're just thinking about ourselves too much, where this is a kids' film. Maybe this is the perfect kids' film. And Stranger Things is the perfect adult with kids in film. This is why I loved it so much, because it was kids, and it was so dark.
Yeah.
And it was for adults, and that's why I love that kind of film, and that's what I was kind of hoping for in Shazam, but just wasn't for us, I guess.
No, I know. It wasn't edgy at all.
No.
But I guess it wasn't going for that. It was going for, get the kids' bums on seats and have them enjoy it. Adam, you only gave Son of Rambo 5 out of 10, I see, on Letterboxd.
Yeah, it's not a great film, is it? But
No.
Bigging up with the references, don't you?
I know.
yeah, I'll just let you know. But
I've just gone on to it to see what you two gave it. Paul, you gave it a 9, and Adam, you gave that an 8.
I love it.
I think I might have given it higher had I not seen the original It so much in my childhood. Even though I'm aware that this new It is a better film, obviously, for me, it was Tim Curry. So
of course.
no matter what, once this one came out, it was always going to be like, well, that's not It.
See, with me, I love Tim Curry's It, but I just hate the ending.
We're still going to get that ending.
I know. That's the thing. So that's why I'm hoping maybe they make it a bit better.
It's Stephen King. It's the only way that we won't get that ending is if they change Stephen King's novel, though. It's bad in the book and it's bad in the film. So, maybe they'll try and find a way around it. Anyway, that's it. That's another topic altogether.
So I'm guessing you both didn't watch either of the end credit scenes?
No.
Okay, so they were both pointless.
Okay, tell us what they were.
So the first one was the kind of call to a sequel, which is Mark Strong in a jail cell, and he's writing all things on the walls, like all the symbols that he kept seeing. And then he hears a voice talking about something or other, about, I can't remember what he was saying, but it obviously wasn't anything that interesting.
Yeah.
And he turns around and he sees the little caterpillar on the windowsill talking to him. And that's the caterpillar that was in the cave. And it basically says we can take over the world or something along those lines.
oh, for fuck's
great.
sake.
So they're going to come back in another film and act badly.
With a caterpillar, yeah.
Great.
So, wasn't very good. And the second one was more like a deleted scene. It might have... I'm trying to remember what it was. So let me tell you what the scene was and you tell me whether it's in the film or this was the scene.
Okay.
It was something to do with a fish tank. And he talks about having fish powers. And then he says, but there's Aquaman. He says, what are you talking about? There's Aquaman. He has fish powers. Or something or other that.
That was not in the film.
Pointless. It was very pointless. It was so pointless that I didn't even really pay attention.
So it was just a way of saying Aquaman, basically.
Yes, it was a way of just saying Aquaman, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's pointless.
That sums up the film pretty much.
Yep. A very unnecessary film overall.
Should we give our 3-word review?
Yeah, let's do that now.
Let's.
Shall I just go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Childish.
Fuck, that's what I was going to say. Stupid.
Irrelevant.
Oh, that makes it sound so bad.
It does, doesn't it?
Stupid, childish, and irrelevant.
Yeah. And yet we gave it 6.
No.
Because there is hints of a good film in there, but I just didn't like it.
We would enjoy it more if we were
12 years old.
Yes, yeah.
If we were 11 years old and we were like sneaking into the cinema, like, haha, we're not 12.
Yeah, yes, then we would enjoy that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. To be honest, I would look forward to I don't even know properly. I'm not even formulating this sentence correctly, but I'm basically saying that in the lead build-up to this, between Shazam and this Avengers film, I'm actually looking forward to the Avengers film. Was looking forward to the Avengers film more than this.
Of course. I think because you have some stakes in it now, you understand the kind of universe and and trying to figure out what's actually going to happen. So there's more of an intrigue there, isn't there?
Yes, and that is the film we're doing next.
Yes, it is.
And it comes out when next?
Exciting times. Adam's
is our
gonna
next
hate it.
film.
Adam's gonna hate it because he hates superhero films now. You know.
No, I will after this. I've had enough of them. The one more and then I'm out.
So you're not going to watch The Joker?
That's different.
No.
That's
he's
villain
going against
film.
his word already.
You're such a liar.
I'm talking like I've had enough of your generic Universal films where they put 3 or 4 out a year and you just got to watch them to keep in touch with
Well,
them.
that's Marvel, man.
I'm getting
Drop
sick
it
of
out.
Star Wars as well.
They both do it.
I'm looking forward to that Star Wars, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Well, the Star Wars is different. It's not every fucking... You have to watch 3 of them a year.
What do you think of the title?
Bit shit.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. It's
Why-
the same
why
as
is-
all of them.
Why is Mark Hamill laughing like the Joker at the end of the trailer though?
That's not Mark
Hamill is
Hamill.
the Joker.
I know it's the Emperor. It sounds like him.
All right, you.
I was thinking, oh, the Joker's coming into it. Because it was Mark Hamill talking, and then this one he went, ha ha.
That's true. You know what? I saw someone say this on Twitter, and it's true. They shouldn't have then released an article to say, "Oh yeah, Emperor Palpatine's going to be in it." They should have just had the laugh, and it'd be like,
Yeah,
"Is he or isn't he?"
It's quite a distinctive laugh, isn't it? So you know.
My favourite part of the trailer was when you see the Death Star on sea. And I was like, fuck me. Alright, that's cool.
Oh yeah, they're looking out to it. Yeah.
The bit at the beginning of the trailer, I was like, what the fuck's this band? It's like it's a martial arts training video.
What, when she's in the desert? It was weird because they spent about a minute of the trailer just focused on her in the desert, and then it went really quickly into all the other bits. Anyway, that was our Shazam review. So, just so you boys know, because we've given this film 6 each,
Yes.
it means that we think that this is worse than our worst film of the year up to this point, which was A House That Jack Built, and this becomes our new worst film of the year. With 18 points is Shazam.
Very interesting. Well, I think House of Jack Built was very original, so it probably deserves to be above it.
House of Jack Built gets it hands down. House of Jack Built is not as bad as you boys are making it out to be, man. But
would you like to sit down and watch it again?
I would like to sit down and watch it again without
anyone
hyenas
around
in my ear. Yeah. All right. So last year, it matches up to Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, really?
That's probably fair.
So it either goes above it but below Hereditary, or below it but above the Meg and Tomb Raider.
It's definitely above the Meg and Tomb Raider.
Yeah, well, of course. It's basically what I mean is...
It's in that same category of film.
Was this better than Jurassic World or not?
Probably on par.
I would say no.
I prefer Jurassic World, I think.
Well, I would say I prefer Shazam, but 2 out of 3 wins, so that's where it goes. So it's in our bottom 3.
Really?
Yep.
What?
Tomb Raider, the worst film we've seen.
Meg.
I feel bad about that. It should totally be The Meg. The Meg is the second worst film we've seen. I feel very fondly for that Tomb Raider film as time goes on, because we watched it all together and there's been so much banter about it.
We should get together a year on and watch it and see how our opinions change.
We have a reunion. We need a reunion.
We should. Well, actually, for our reunion, we went to see bloody Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Yes, we did.
Oh yeah. And I would actually say it's probably my least favourite DC film.
Look at that.
I'd even probably enjoyed Suicide Squad more.
There you go, then.
Yeah.
I did.
Did you enjoy Suicide Squad more?
I don't think I did, considering I believe I gave it a 5. But in hindsight,
The thing is with I think this is a better film than Suicide Squad. At least it had like a half decent storyline.
See, but I like the
It wasn't
characters
utter mess.
more in Suicide Squad. I didn't really care about the story.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Well,
this was better than Suicide Squad, but Suicide Squad had moments in it that I enjoyed much more than I enjoyed anything in this film.
Yeah.
But as a consistent thing and appreciating what it is, it's like there's lots of films, those silent films that I'm watching, that I'm giving 6s and 7s, where on a personal level, actually, it do nothing for me, but I understand and appreciate who they were aimed for and when they were made and whatnot.
Yeah. And I think that's the end of Shazam.
Good, thank God.
Shazam.
Beautiful. Until
Shazam.
Endgame, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, shall I wrap this up?
Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah.
You can get in touch with us at FilmBustersPod on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Or you can email us at filmbusters@outlook.com. We also have our personal Twitter account. I'm at FilmBustersPaul.
I'm at FilmBusters Adam.
Oh, sorry, and I'm FilmBusters Ben.
You can
I'm
also
so
find us on
distracted
Letterboxd.
Yeah, you can also find us on Letterboxd, Adam. Well done.
Drop that one in
Yeah.
there. Boom, boom.
Good promotion, PR, thank you.
Beautiful.